Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Barely Necessities. It's May 25th. I just had to look it up real quick. It's May 25th, and that means that in 1977, this is when Star Wars hit the screen. So I had to pull out my Millennium Falcon T-shirt, and I brought along my son's droid. So there you have it.
Wearing a Star Wars shirt earlier today, but I switched into just a generic Spirit jersey, so missed it by that much.
So my name is Rebekah Mosley, and I'm the co-founder here at laughingplace.com. And with me is Rebekah Burbank, our site manager. And this is Barely Necessities, where we do a little bit of window shopping here at laughingplace.com. So how's your day been going, Becca?
It's been pretty good. It's been raining a lot, as is always the case, it feels. But other than that, everything's been good. How about for you?
It's been a great day and really busy. We've got a lot going on here at Laughing Place, and we have a lot of merchandise to share with everyone. And we're going to start off with a collection of ear headbands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sent me a bunch of these, and I think they're so cute. And there's always a good time to talk about ear headbands, right? Like there's never a wrong time to grow your ear headband collection. So
Oh no, right, and they've always got new ones coming out, and so it's fun to kind of look at what they've brought, what they're bringing. I know this one caught my eye. It's all sparkly and very summer to me, and along with the tropical headband as well. And then with Loki on the horizon, they presented this Loki headband. Now, I know you're a Marvel fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this something that might find its way onto your noggin?
I was really debating it yesterday, and I wasn't sure if it was because I just wanted to buy something. I didn't end up getting them, but I do like them. Loki's not anywhere near like my favorite character either, but I mean I like him, but
right?
I think it was more of the appeal of like buying something and having it shipped to me. So have not purchased it yet, but I very well might.
And if you have a graduate in the family, they've got a variety. You either got the sparkly sequined headbands with the mortarboard, or you've got a mortarboard with ears.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go either way with how you celebrate your graduation with a little bit of Mickey.
And most of the ear headbands are $29.99. I think the ear hat for the graduate was actually $27.99, but those are all available on Shop Disney and probably in the parks too.
Kyle is saying you have to show a Loki Photoshop.
Oh, I haven't saved it yet. Okay. I can do that, and I'll send it to you while we're chatting here.
Oh, okay. Well, with the graduation, that means that it's summertime, and in the U.S., it means it's time. We're getting close to July 4th, and this year especially, I think, as more and more states are returning to a more normal lifestyle, I think July 4th is going to be particularly fun. And Americana merchandise has found its way to Shop Disney. I was particularly fond of this kind of, it looks like a wash, a vintage wash Americana t-shirt where you've got the Mickey ears or the blue field with stars. Nice little cheeky wink there from Mickey.
It's super cute.
The Mickey and stars pattern on this pullover sweatshirt. They've got the silhouette of Minnie Mouse with the stars and stripes, and then a silhouette of Mickey Mouse with the stars and stripes. You could do, kind of a family mashup there, where you've got the whole family mashup. It's not a mashup. It's a family togetherness.
Yeah, you've got a theme going. Everybody's, matching.
That's the word. It's matching. It's a different MA word. They're all matching. I can barely say it. My husband wants to constantly. He's constantly trying to get us to do the matching t-shirt thing, but I can't bring myself to do it.
Did your family ever do, like, group photos? Like, you and your siblings, were you ever dressed all the same? Like, everybody's wearing, jean vest or something, or
The closest I came was my dad was a university professor, and it was a small school, and over the course of they would assign a different professor to like each year of the school, and then you would
Okay.
follow that class all the way through their college path, and they would come over to the house a lot and everything. So I got to know them very well, and that class made sweatshirts that they all wore, and then they presented them to us as well, since they thought of us as family. And so I have, that along with like 100 and something or more, people. But yeah, no, overall, no, it's what I wore, like pep choir. Were you in pep choir? And like we had t-shirts with our names on them and our choir name on the back, things like that.
Nice. We had a youth ensemble, but we didn't have matching outfits. And then our youth group had sweatshirts at one point. Everybody could get a hoodie that had like a Bible verse on the back or whatever, and the
There you
logo
go.
for the youth group. It's kind of
They
fun.
they made us wear those when our choir went to Disneyland. We had to wear those. So we're walking around the park all day in these. They were like this color red shirt with your name in huge letters down the side. So you'd like walking around on. But I have to admit, the cast at Disneyland, they referred to all of us by our names all day long, like, "Hey, Rebekah," and it was kind of nice. But yeah, no, not. Yeah, I don't know. I like the Americana clogs.
Mhm.
So just lots of red, white, and blue. The bucket hat. Lots of fun over there at Shop Disney Americana as you get ready for the July 4th celebrations. Let's see, our friends over at Funko, they're already thinking about Halloween.
Yes. Yeah, we've got Funkoween, I guess, kicked off yesterday. So I think, folks, there's going to be a lot more coming. We've already got 4 posts up from just the past 2 days. So, yeah, there's stuff over at Entertainment Earth and a couple of other retailers as well. Target had some today, but these are the little mini figures, and you can get, like, if you're gonna put a display case out, there's one you can get with all of them, or you can just buy the 4-pack mystery. So that's a little bit closer to, or a little bit better for you as probably for an individual shopper. But if you want the whole case, that's available too.
And then there were these larger, like these are more of the standard size. They had the Evil Queen, Ursula. These are cool. They call them deluxe. I guess that's because the setting is so more
Yes.
dimensional and rich than just Ursula standing there. You've got the smoking cauldron with flotsam and jetsam.
Did you know that does the queen have a name to you?
Oh, okay. See, that one caught me too. I
Because
hadn't seen that either. Hang on, let me see if I can pull it. There it is. Okay, so there's the queen from the evil queen from Snow White, and I've always known her as the evil queen.
Mhm.
But in today's merchandise release, she's referred to as Grimhilda.
Yeah. It threw me off guard. I did not research it. I probably should have, but yeah, I have no
Yeah.
idea where that came from.
Were you part of our discussion not too long ago when we discovered that there was a name out there for Snow White's prince that is
Oh,
all
no.
that is equally unheard of as Queen Grimhilda?
Okay.
Is it? Do you think it's Grimhilda or do you think it's Grimhild?
I think Grimhilda. That's probably what I would have said anyway.
Yeah. Oh well, the great mystery. We'll have to put the team on it. That's why we have our crack staff. Mike, Mac, Tony.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
have
right.
to. Kyle will be like, "Hey guys, research this. Let us know what you find out." They also have these adorable plush coming, right?
Mhm. Yeah, just some mini plush. I think they're like 4-inch plush. And again, you can get a display case or you can buy the individual ones, and it's not a mystery. So if you want just Ursula, you can get Ursula.
Check it out, Tony on the ball. Look at that
Thank you.
already. Currently researching it. Never heard before. Oh, Kyle's finding information in the Disney Wiki that it was in some old publicity material and some comics, but apparently the Disney company doesn't very often acknowledge it. So it's a secret name.
Yeah, so I don't know what's up with Funko, if they're trying to get the name going or what.
Now, these Funkos, they say that they are final approval, awaiting final approval or whatever. But I have to admit, this one, I was like, her face is just so like disfigured in this one. Like such a grimace. It's so like, wow, they really did not capture her finest moment.
No, but I feel like that's an accurate portrayal from the movie. I feel like there's a moment where she's making that exact face.
No, you're not wrong. I would say it does. It does kind of throw you into the moment. And you've got Facilier, you've got Captain Hook. So just, villains are your thing. Funko Pop it has lots coming, and they're all over at Entertainment Earth. And along with the Maleficent, they have this 10-inch supersized pop of Maleficent as a dragon.
Yes. Yeah, I like that one. I did not order it, but I do like it. I really like the colors too.
Bekah, is there another one that I should be highlighting? Because I did not grab another link, but I see that there might be an NBC.
Yeah, that
hit shortly.
Yep, just about 40 minutes ago.
Let me see if I have a URL to pull up on that for you. Here we go. I forgot to grab that one. I had it in my notes and didn't grab it, but
I like these a lot.
Oh, they're so cute.
I really like the train cars. That Zero is my favorite.
I was going to say that Zero is adorable. Oh my. How the little face. Oh, and riding the duck. The bizarre duck.
So these went up seriously at 3:30 Pacific, and hopefully they're still available. When I last checked, they were. So were the Disney villains. Most of those are available. They had some soda releases that are already pre-sold out, but they'll be stocking those as the release comes. But yeah, I'm really excited about the Nightmare Before Christmas pops. So they have a variety of collectibles there, some little pocket pops, and then of course the different train cars, and there's an artist series as well. So go check that out. There's a lot to see.
And and obviously that's an article here at Laughing Place. The links will be down in the description below, so you'll be able to find all the information there. Coming to us from SeaWorld is some retro merchandise. That seems to be kind of a theme this year among the theme parks. It's not only available at the parks itself, but you can also find this online if you're not going to be at SeaWorld. But in Florida, they have what they're calling the Retro Citrus line. You'll find things like the SeaWorld logo with a swirl of oranges and orange blossoms. And my particular favorites within this retro line are the classic figures of the 70s, 80s. These are what I remember. Pete and Penny Penguin, Dolly Dolphin. I think Winston's the Walrus.
Oh, wow.
So just lots of different fun stuff.
That imagery looks familiar to me, but
right?
I did not know they had names.
Oh, yeah, they had names. Yep. And my family, we were SeaWorld annual pass holders, but out on the West Coast, so San Diego. And we would head down often. Hello, Huberman Project. Welcome.
They had a SeaWorld near Geauga Lake in Ohio, and that was open for a little while over by the Geauga Lake amusement park, and then that closed. So I think they only have 3 locations now, but I did get to do SeaWorld a lot. Not a lot, but a couple times as a kid.
And these items are fall within the normal price point for standard theme park wear, like a $50 hoodie, $29, $30 t-shirt. So right in that price range. Back with Funko, they've got a few more Nightmare Before Christmas soda figures that I forgot to highlight before we moved on. So let me make sure to share those because they're very cute.
These are the ones that sold out really, really fast, but they should be available later this year. The pre-sales sold out, but they should be available. So that's the Harlequin. Was it a demon? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
And then Beryl, and there's also a chase variant. So if you do manage to get one of these, you might be lucky enough to have the special chase as well.
And then there's Sully
Mhm.
and an adorable costumed vampire style Mickey. Oh, he is called Vampire Mickey. Look at me.
I think I actually like the standard one with the orange the little pop of color more than just the black and white. But these are cute.
I am excited about Luca. The merchandise, we've been sharing a little bit of merchandise here and there. Some really sweet stuffs out there. I'm hoping for some Happy Meal toys too. You know,
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's also an exciting thing. And then, I mean, who isn't excited about Avengers Campus? I think just about everybody here at Laughing Place is excited to one extent or another for Avengers Campus and all the fun that's going to be happening there. I myself want to try the buffalo chicken pretzel thing that they were talking about the other day. So yeah, lots of craziness and fun going on over there at that's coming like
June 4th.
Yeah, just a couple of weeks.
It's a week from Friday.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it when he asked the question. I was like, oh yeah, that's right around the corner. Let me pop over. Speaking of Avengers Campus, let me share my screen and we can talk about some Marvel stuff.
Okay, cool. I did finish that Loki thing. If I sent it to you through the Slack channel, if that picture popped up, but we don't have to look at that. It's not very good.
I will grab it later for sure.
Okay. This week the Marvel must-haves were previewing Loki. So there was a lot of merchandise that was available that's available now on Shop Disney, and then a few items over at Entertainment Earth, which you found. I hadn't seen those, so I'm really glad that we were communicating.
Oh, good. Oh no, I'm glad that was helpful. But yeah, we had some Loki ear. There's this Loki magic band, and on the other side of the band, it has that clock that seems to be appearing everywhere. There it is, Miss Minute. So that's part of the magic band. A few characters,
some toys. Yeah, I know there's a lot. So if you want,
there we go. There's Miss Minute.
I like that.
That's really adorable. I suspect we're going to be seeing it quite a bit over the next few weeks as Loki arrives on the scene.
There's actually several items with her character that you can customize on Shop Disney.
The kawaii Loki. I thought this pin was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yep. With the TBA Time Variance Authority. See, I'm learning things.
Oh, I'm learning things too. There's a bunch of this stuff I don't even know. So
it seems like we're in for quite a treat when Loki hits, based just on the merchandise. And a lot of these items, what they've done is there's a certain logo, and then you'll find it on various items. For example, this Team Variance Authority, you'll not only find it on a sweatshirt, but you'll find it on a pillow or a mug or something. So if you see a Loki design that you enjoy, browse around Shop Disney, because you may find it on an item that you're more likely to use. Maybe your sweatshirts aren't really something that gets pulled out of your closet very much. So, check around and see if perhaps it's on something you might use more frequently. They've also got some really fun, some nice t-shirts for all time always. You've got this nice image of Loki with that phrase.
Yep.
Have you seen a plush Miss Minute yet? I was trying to remember if there was one of those among I can't recall seeing one yet.
I have not, but I could have totally overlooked something.
Yeah, no, I'm wondering, because it's one of those things. I suspect it would not. That's one. Come on, look at this little lady.
Yeah.
She says, "Squeeze me." So I'm guessing we'll get a nice little plush of her at some point.
Yes.
Continuing with Marvel, we've got some more figures coming from the Marvel Legends series.
Yep, these dropped, or the pre-order again, pre-sale on these Marvel Legends, but they're throwing it back to the first Iron Man movie. This is all part of that Infinity Saga series or collection, I should say, that we talked about last week. And so this is Obadiah Stane and the Ironmonger suit that he wears towards the end of the film. So he's a former business, or I guess he was a business partner of Tony Stark's, and doesn't like that Tony's going to stop making the weapons. So tries to take control of the company. I think I got that right. Somebody's going to be upset if I didn't. And then we've got Cap from Infinity War. There's that figure as well.
Okay. And once again, these figures, they're the ones where you have like the multiple faces and the multiple hands. With the previous set, you see how you have the figure Ironmonger.
Mhm.
You can see that there's that blast coming out of the wrist area. So you can see that piece is just a separate piece over here. And so you can make various transitions in the shape of his hands. And then they're quite posable, lots of articulation in the figure. So you can, kind of maybe have a different pose a day. So whenever you're looking over at your figure on the shelf, he's not always going to look exactly the same.
Right.
Do you know much about Miss Minute yet? Because I know the series hasn't made its way, so I don't know what we know about these figures yet.
That's a great question. I'm gonna get this wrong, but I think, I watched the one little clip they had introducing her character, and she seems to be kind of like, maybe like a Mr. DNA, or just kind of instructing Loki how the TVA works.
Okay.
So almost like a pre-show video. That's what they showed us with her. So
I know this series is coming to us in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned. We'll all find out together.
Yes.
When it hits Disney Plus. Over at Disneyland, over on Batu, our Mike Celestino discovered that the Toydarian's latest shipment finally is appearing on shelves. We heard about it a few weeks ago. The arrival of a lava meerkat, Doc Ondar, Darth Maul, Jar Jar Binks, cuddly little versions of them over at the Toydarian. They also have a blue Tuca. It's an adorable cat. I think it purrs when you squeeze its belly. It kind of makes a purring sound. I think I haven't had the chance to play with one myself. And then they have a lava meerkat now, which is the one that you saw in the episode where Cara Dune is kind of feeding it little morsels. We were joking around calling it the Star Wars Timon. So
it looks
right?
like it.
Yeah. So you can find that now at the Toydarian. And this is posable, where he can be put on the shelf like he's kind of sitting on his hind feet.
Oh,
so that's one of the articulations that's available. Oh, you haven't played with your droid? No, you got to play with your droid. In fact, there's a really cool app you can download, and then you can broaden the fun you can have with your droid once you're home. I think the name of it is Droid Depot. But so yeah, you'll have to do that. And I wish that we would see a Star Wars holiday overlay. And if you missed last year's celebration of Life Day, I would say look it up here on Laughing Place, because we had Life Day fun, and I know we will again this year. So of course, we look forward to any reason to have a silly, fun party here at Laughing Place. Boba Fett jetpacks have arrived on Batu. Okay, Bekah. I don't know if Star Wars toys and whatnot were a thing for you growing up, but my friend had a Boba Fett, and he wouldn't really let people play with it. But this was like the toy where they were going to have a missile, and then it didn't have a missile, or maybe it has a missile. I can't remember what's real and what's people's false memory, but this toy has it launches. This jetpack, you put this on your back. See this little holster here? And then this little item will fit into it. And apparently you can shoot it off.
Nice. Nice. I think I would have if we could have had that when I was a kid, that would have been something my brothers would have had fun.
And then the
partnering up with.
gauntlets, I'm guessing these discs must like launch out of the wrist area. So much fun. So very much fun. And you've got a mask with authentic sounds and changing effects.
Oh, cool.
And apparently, it looks like there's some Life Day books that are coming, so maybe we'll have to go check those out. I know right now Disney itself, if Disney Publishing, if you purchase books at Shop Disney from Disney Publishing, they're doing a buy a book, give a book type of situation through the end of, I think it's through the end of the year.
I don't remember, but that sounds right.
Yeah, so I'll have to pull that up for next week so we can remind people of it. I think that'd be a good plan to remind people of the Shop Disney promotional / charity opportunity to you buy a book and it ends up giving a book to someone else. They've also got some other Mandalorian gear, including this amazing mug. It's really beautifully sculpted. It reminds us of the mugs that you can find at Oga's Cantina when you buy a drink at the bar. The front has this mythosaur skull, and the back has Mandalore outer rim on it. It's really, really beautifully done. So, so that's all over at Batu. And once again, from Pop. Funko.
I know.
Funko Pop. So many. Like, people are now just going to have houses built out of Funko Pop boxes.
I believe it.
There's numerous characters from the Mandalorian series coming from the Funko group. You've got Ahsoka Tano, you've got Din Djarin without a helmet, carrying the adorable Grogu, who is, I think Grogu is holding a munchie in his hand.
Probably.
So, and then Bo-Katan with and without helmet. And as I recall, this is the one that Katie Sackhoff, who is the actress behind the character, she was saying, "Oh, I've got to have that. Please make sure I get that." It's really fun when you see the actresses, online excited about figures or toys. Ming-Na Wen last week, when the pinball machine came out, she tweeted, "Oh, I've got to get my hands on that." So they have fun. They have fun collecting their stuff too. And then
it's so nice. No, I was just gonna say it's nice to see that they're fans of the things that we're fans of as well, and the things that they participate in.
Well, and you also get the impression they must be having fun doing it, because if you were kind of doing it as just a job and it was a real drudge, I don't know that you'd like, oh yeah, let me throw stuff about it in my house.
Right.
So it makes you think that, yay, they're having fun going to work. That's cool. And my favorite of the Funko is this one that's coming to Target. It's a Target exclusive, and it's poor Grogu trying to enjoy his soup.
And he's being prevented from doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to eat your soup when your soup is eating you. So yeah, I got a kick out of that. So that's a roundup of the many items that just a small portion actually of the items that we've been showcasing here at Laughing Place, and that means that it's now time for the Sensational. So this week's Sensational 7 is celebrating game night, and let me pop up the proper window. And we're going to start off with this game called Ring It On. Now, I like to kind of organize my list based on the dwarfs. That's Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful, and Doc. And this game, as you're trying to capture pairs or sets of cards, you ring a bell. So it would keep him awake, right? Ding, ding. So I figure this is a good game. For Sleepy, you keep him engaged. For Happy, this game, Sketchy Tales. We actually got a chance to sample this game with our friends Ben and Alex, and it was hysterical.
Oh, good.
It's side splitting. The theme of the game is you're given a scene to draw. So it's like Baloo hypnotizing an owl. So each person at the table will get one of these. And then you draw that phrase, okay? But then you cover up the phrase and just the drawing goes to the next person. Well, then that person writes down what they think it is. In this case, they thought that the picture that had been drawn of Baloo hypnotizing an owl was hyenas playing yo-yo. Okay, so then the next person has to draw hyenas playing yo-yo.
Okay.
So that's what we ended up here. And then the final, and then it kept going around the table. Then we ended up with Piglet playing golf was what they thought this picture was. So that when the final image was done, we ended up with an image of Piglet playing golf. And so it's just a fun kind of drawing telephone game. And the nice thing is each round everybody's has something that they're doing because whatever set you had in front of you has been passed on. So everybody's at dealing with a different, but you're all engaged at the same time. And then once it makes it all the way around the table, you can have lots of fun seeing what had happened to the opening phrase of Baloo hypnotizing owl and how it became Piglet playing golf.
That's awesome.
Over for Grumpy, I decided to go a villainous route. And this board game is, it's been out for a few years now. I want to say maybe 5 years. And there's been additional expansion sets and numerous expansion sets, and it's called Disney Villains Villainous, and the set pieces are really beautiful. You can find a full review of it here on Laughing Place. I actually haven't had the opportunity to play this one myself, but I've heard great things about it from others who have played it, including really good thoughts on the expansion packs as well. For Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, I thought I'd go something simple, and it's this game called Color Brain. The object of this game, you're given a deck of colored cards, and you're asked what's the color of Cruella's gloves, and then you show which card you think is the correct answer, and then you score points or no points depending on whether or not you're right. And this is another one, and then it'll tell you how many colors. Sometimes it may be 2 or 3 colors that you're looking for. And so it's just a game basically about your color memory when it comes to Disney animated fun. Sneezy, I went with Uno. Disney Parks, Uno. Sneezy, I was trying to think of something that wasn't terribly complicated. So that way he could... if he's sneezing, he can still, pay attention long enough because it's Uno. It's not terribly complicated gameplay. Oh, apparently, Tony Betty is chronically addicted to Villainous, I guess, and 4 expansions and the Marvel spinoff. Wow. Okay.
Which I'm guessing you haven't played.
So.
The Marvel spinoff.
Oh, you know what? Now I'm wondering, I wonder if they're referring to the other game, to the Sketchy Tales, but because the comment pops up late enough. So Tony, let me know which game you're talking about, because I think Doobie wants to play Sketchy Tales with Tony, because we know Tony can draw. So, for Bashful, I went with a game that you can play by yourself. It's not designed to be played by yourself, but you can adapt it to play by yourself, and it's the I Found It game. It's think Where's Waldo. But you're given specific objects to look for. So if you're playing it with others, what you have is you would deal out 5 cards in front of you, and they're portions of a larger scene. And then you would have like how many wheels can you find, or how many number 8s can you find, or how many rabbits can you find. It's actually kind of a portable edition of an amazing board game. That is also a lot of fun from Wonder Forge. It's called I Found It. So yeah, we've enjoyed this game quite a bit. We used to play it a lot when Gideon was younger. It's kind of one of those games that's set up to be more cooperative, so it makes it more fun. Villainous is great. Have all the expansions. And Bekah is right. I haven't touched the Marvel one. So he's a completist. I have a few of those in my life. Next up, for Doc, I try and go classic. When I think Doc, I try and go classic. He's kind of the leader of the crew, and I went with the Game of Life. It's a classic board game. This is the Disney edition. You get things like take a photo with the partner statue, spin again, and instead of the wheel being surrounded by green grassy hills, it's surrounded by Main Street and the partner statue. Your vehicle is a people mover. Your pegs have mouse ears. So, Game of Life fun, but with a Disney twist. So there's this week's Sensational Seven.
I love it. I have not heard of most of those games, so that was very informative for me.
Yay! That's what I try to do with this Sensational Seven. I just try and I want to bring like eclectic, odd things, and perhaps you never heard of. So yay! I'm glad I succeeded. Thanks.
Oh, it was great.
And it's surprising because Bekah and the team at Laughing Place are constantly finding items and writing about it here at Laughing Place. In fact, here's Bekah, what we call the shopping list. These are all the things that we didn't get to talk about today.
That's right. We've got a Disney Sidekicks game that's coming later this year. So I don't even think the pre-sales are up yet, but it's from Spin Master Games. And this time the sidekicks get to take the spotlight and rescue the heroes from the villains. So that's coming later. There's a Zootopia Loungefly collection that will be debuting soon. They said coming soon. I don't have a date, but we do have pictures of the collection. So go check that out. And then Marvel Through the Ages is a special series of collectibles and toys over at Target, and they just launched pre-orders for the Patriotic Age. We've got I thought this was interesting. Shanghai Disney Resort, part of their 5-year anniversary birthday celebration, they have a holographic Mickey collection by a celebrity in China, Jackson Yi. So I don't think there's anything that we'll be able to get, but it's still great to look at. There's some Mickey and Friends kitchen items that are on Shop Disney, like plates and placemats, cup holders. Really, really cute. We've got a New Emos collection coming on June 7th and a Cruella collection, clothing collection as well for the New Emos. So check that out. And then, of course, more Avengers Campus. We've got a sneak peek at some of the items that you'll be able to use in the Web Slingers attraction when that opens. So if you buy the special thing to clip onto your wrist, you can activate stuff in the game or in the ride.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm interested to find out what people think of the ride. I know in the next few weeks we'll probably hear small reports, because usually when Disney opens something, right, they tend to have like little sneak peeks or something ahead of time. You start to hear reports here and there. So I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to kind of hear those first little rumblings of people who have had the opportunity to experience Avengers Campus ahead of its grand opening day. For those of you tuning in, we really appreciate it when you give us a like. It helps other people find our stream. If you are interested in following more of Laughing Place, we've got a very active Twitter account and Facebook page. Just today over at Facebook, we highlighted the limited edition Magic Band with Loki, the Jeremiah walking around. He did a live walk and talk through Disney's Hollywood Studios, and we spotted some of the new Cruella merchandise has made its way to Sunset Boulevard. You can find the Her Universe, that leather jacket that we looked at last week, and the skirt with the the zipper slits. Yeah, those were, we found those on Sunset Boulevard, so it was fun to see them in person.
Cool.
Well, not for me, I got to see him see it in person.
Right.
It made me wish I was there in person, because I would like to see them in person.
One step closer to actually being there.
Yeah. Oh man, that red dress on camera, it was a brilliant red. It was like a flame red. It was really gorgeous. Tonight, right here on our YouTube channel, we are going to have Disney Trivia Live. That's at 7:30, hosted by my son and my husband. And tonight is Contest 101. So they're going to do 101 Dalmatians and 101 theme park stuff. You'll have to tune in to find out what that means. So yeah, so that's what's going on here at Laughing Place. Appreciate everything you do here at Bekah. You keep things rolling, and I appreciate it very much.
Well, thank you.
It's a lot of fun working with you. I enjoy getting together and chatting about merchandise every week. I look forward to see the way this works. Bekah looks through what we've been publishing, and she gives me this nice list, and then I gather all the materials for it. And when that list comes, it's like I feel like I have my own little shopping list. I go around and I gather up all the items, and unfortunately, I'm just gathering up photos of them. But I guess on the flip side, I'm not having to build more shelves in my house for more stuff.
Right. Or a house of Funko Pop boxes.
Right. So it's like, went a little. Broken Jeremiah says, can't wait for your trivia. I'm going to go to In-N-Out before. Ooh, that sounds tasty. I'm more of a Five Guys person, though. So,
yeah, me too.
So you say that, and I envision Five Guys and an endless bag of French fries. So.
We do have a Five Guys by us. I don't have an In-N-Out, so I when we're near In-N-Out, we'll always get it. But Five Guys.
Okay, maybe I need to try it again. We moved back to California, a long time ago now, maybe 6 years now, and I haven't been to In-N-Out since we moved back because I wasn't a fan when I lived here, so I didn't miss it when I moved away. So, I don't know.
Five Guys has better fries.
Uh-oh. Tony Betty, nothing on this show has made me jealous until just now.
The Five Guys or the?
I know. I'm like, what? I wonder what he's talking. Oh, must be In-N-Out.
Probably.
Oh, as Kyle says, here we go again. Yes, burger discussions seem to be a popular thing over here at Laughing Place. But
we'll have to do a special episode, a Barely Necessities, where everybody's at a burger place.
There we go.
We just all kind of get together. We don't necessarily need this burger, but we're gonna enjoy it.
Well, I'm sure I'll be at a burger place soon because I'm sure Luca Toys will lure me back to McDonald's so I can get a few more little Luca toys to add to my collection of Disney fun. I'm still upset that Mickey thing kind of came and went so quickly because of the ticketing thing, and then never really came back. So I only have one of them. So it's like a hole in my collection, and I was looking forward to so many of the Daisy, Soren. Yeah. Okay.
I know.
Well, I guess that's it for us here at Barely Necessities. I look forward to seeing you all again real soon. Bye for now.
Bye.